So today we're going to start rebuilding Newcrest, and the Newcrest that we'll be rebuilding will be a part of our 100 baby challenge. So when our kids age up, we'll move them all into the houses that we build in Newcrest. So I do have an Inspo picture of a house that I want to build, and I'll put it up on the screen. I'm going to do our best to hopefully recreate it. We'll be doing like a ranch style house. So it's literally just a rectangle. We might change the width of it a little bit later, but let's just see how we go. And if we need to make adjustments, we'll make adjustments. And it does have a porch here. Let's increase. Only got a few steps. I feel like that might be too high. Yeah. And let's make sure we've got BB move objects on. I think that's always got to be the first thing that you do when you're building something, because why don't that come with it? Just makes everything a whole heap easier. Now, I most definitely am not good at building, so it's going to be interesting. I know that I'm like following I don't want it to be wood in the photo, it's like stone, but see, I don't like this. Now I don't remember what I was saying. Memory of a goldfish, that's for sure. Is a stone kind of, and I don't mind that. Make it 3 wide. Roofs are like my worst nightmare. Make it a bit wider, and then they've got this. Maybe we do this, and then we will change our mind if we have to later. Not that dark, actually. It needs to be like that. Yeah, just like that. I prefer to use these. I really like these sort of roof type. So we're going to do that. And then do that, maybe? I think I like that. That looks pretty much like the photo. And then I might just do a simple white one like this. Yeah. And then windows. They're black windows, I think. No, they're white windows, but the door is black. We're not going to make this exactly like the image, obviously, because it's not always possible. That doesn't. But we'll do our best. We'll try and make it our own. Now the door needs to be black. And it has to be one of those glass ones. I really like that. I like this one. Let's choose this one for now. I think we might do this. Too big. And I know it's like a square all around, but we can't really do that. So size these down. These are very cute. See, size you down a bit. Oops, that's up. Size you down. Okay, I really like that. Now it does have something like very similar to this, but I don't really want to do this exactly. Or can I? And what's really stopping me from not doing it? Well, these are cute too. What we do, I gotta remember that. I keep trying to do it as nice and close as possible with the image that I have, but it doesn't have to be like that. I can make it my own. Put that in the middle. I think that looks really nice. Middle, and then we need the drawing tool. Make this smaller and do it in the brown. Oops. I mix it up a bit with a bit of green patches, just so it's not so brown. And I might actually have to add a little bit more here. We'll put rocks. Size these down a bit. I feel like the rocks give it, oops, just that little bit. And then I might add like a little bit of grass. It kind of matches that flower. What if we size it down a little bit? That's nice. Size it down twice. I think I really like that. Yeah, let's do that again on this side. I think I like that. Autumn vibes. I like that. There you go here. I think that looks nice. Most people don't put a trash can at the front of the house, but I do. And then, what sort of flooring do we want for the porch? Can't really tell what it is in the photo, but it's probably just going to be concrete. We'll just do like this white concrete. I like that. I don't know if I like the lines in them, but we'll just leave it as is. Okay. Let's add some objects out here. So in the photo, they've only got a chair here and a chair here. So let's see if we do something similar. It's like a rocking chair. I think that looks fine there. This one. Move it back a touch. Then let's get like a little table. And then maybe I change. Oh, these don't have a. Never mind. Okay. Let's get some circle or a circle window here. That makes the most sense to me. And let me sort out actually the floor plan inside. Let me have a look. Okay, this is better. Let's go back. What floorboards do I want? I really like these floorboards, but not that color, obviously. What about this? I don't really want it to be dark. Do I want it to be dark? No. Let's go with that for now. Let's get a rug in here. That looks fine. And something that I never actually use in my builds are curtains. I don't know why I never use them, but I think I'm just like, well, they're not exactly, oh, it's too tall. They're not exactly functional. I like this curtain. Why won't you let me, like, alt? Why do you keep doing that? I don't like that. Actually, I like this. Like, but like, stop doing that. I'm gonna have to use this. Maybe a normal kind of door. I like that door. Put one there for the bath. Actually, no, because we need everyone to use this bathroom. Which kind of sucks that the bathroom's going to be entering at the kitchen, but oh well. And maybe you put like a painting right here. Actually, no, like one of these frames. How cute's that? That way they can put their family photo portraits up. I think that's alright. We will put another piece of clutter here though. Tissues? I think it's normal to have tissues next to your bed, right? Anyway, let's head to the bathroom. Plain white floor tiles. And that. Is that too much white? I don't know. Anyway, it's just gonna be. Let's get a sink here. I like this. I was gonna add something here. Now I forgot what I was gonna add. Oh yeah, window. Remember now. One window there won't hurt. And then we want toilet paper. There. What can we put up on the wall here? Another towel. Maybe we add a hanging plant. Give it something else. I like that. Let's move on to the kitchen. Now, because I don't really want it to be right next to the bathroom, and I want these cabinets to match. We'll do something like this. And table here. Here we're going to put a stove. I really like this stove. Get rid of that and put a fridge. Do we have a matching fridge? We do. And then we can get like a little island hut. And then this should have matching, yep. That, like that, corner. That's nice. Kitchen's looking cutesy. Like that. I really like these bar stools. So I think that colours matches everything in the kitchen, so I'll leave it like that. Get a sink, probably the same sink that's in here. Put you there. Put a trash can. I always use this trash can, like very sleek, and it has a white swatch. I think we need this. It doesn't have to be right next to this, right? I don't like when there's too much happening in the kitchen. So I don't like putting too much clutter. So I won't. Something like that there. I like that. Now, do we add a dishwasher in here? Or another appliance? No, I don't want that. A coffee machine. Do I want a coffee machine that big? Not really. That's cute. Does it have a matching sort of colour? Not really. We'll leave it at that. I like this kitchen. Now we need a living room. If I step this out a bit, how does that look? Ooh. I forgot to fix this. I think that looks okay if it stepped out a bit. Just gives me a bit more space. Like this, but I feel like that's more of an outdoor one because it's from an outdoor pack. Right? Yeah, that doesn't match anything. That does though. And then this can move back a bit more. To do a circle rug. I kind of like that. And I will put a coffee table because I can. It's The Sims. I can do whatever I please. Like that. I think I might leave it at that. Too big. No, I don't like that. I like that. This one. I like this one. Let's do that. The walls are pretty boring, so I'm going to need to add some paintings or something. Okay, so I've added like only a few paintings and a burglar alarm, and I think this actually looks really nice. I don't know, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I like it. You know what, I am going to change that rug. I just think it's really cute. Like, it doesn't have to be much. I personally will not be living in it. My 100 baby challenge Sims will be living in here when they have aged up into an adult. At least the first two. So that's Randy and Micah that will be moving in here. And I think that's just more than enough. Let me add curtains here in the bathroom before I forget. That kind of goes over. There we go. It's better. Curtains definitely make a difference. I will give it that. I can't put a curtain here though. So I'm just going to forget about it. I can't put a curtain. I can't put a curtain. It is what it is. Here. Okay, another bedroom. What do we want this bedroom to be like? What kind of bed do I want? Do I use this new bed? I do like this bed. I think it's cute. Lots of nice colours. And they have it in a plain white swatch. So yep, that's what we're going to use. And maybe this. Since the bed's a bit more funky, let's use this. Or what do we do? Maybe this one? I wish it had like a hint of a different colour. Maybe we do this one actually. I think this one looks better. I think that's nicer. Yep. Windows. I like windows behind the bed. This is a cute little picture frame. Makeup essentials, but I feel like this is more gonna be Randy's room. I think, yeah. This is gonna be Randy's style room. Whereas Micah will be here at the front. And you know what? Randy seems like she'd be very much interested in. Ooh, what did I do? In some magazines. Maybe I'll put this here. Change the color of this. Magazines. I think that's it for Randy's room. We do need to wallpaper. With a hint of blue. Hint of blue looks nice. More windows, please. Don't have enough. Okay, and this I was going to make an office. So let's get an office style in here. A computer. That's cool. Let's do that computer. And then what else do I want in here? Maybe I get like an easel. I think this looks okay. I'm really liking this house. That is going to be it. There's really not much happening here at the back. So, whatever. I'm gonna fix this actually in my garden. I think this looks really nice. Let's see how it looks at night. This is so cute. I love it. Maybe let's put some garden lights out here. Like here near the entryway. I think that's really nice. I like this house. Okay, let's make it back to morning or afternoon. And let's go in. Here's the living room. Very cutesy, very cozy. It's very small, but for a 2-bedroom house for 2 people, I think it's nice. Again, the kitchen, very cute, heaps of working space. I love the colors. And I love the bronze accents on the Growing Together pack. Into the first bedroom. This is the first main bedroom. I mean, that's not really a main bedroom. There's only 2 here. And they both have double beds. But this is the first room to the left. I think it's really nice. There's not a lot going here. Very simple living. But it does the job. Next to this room, we have a bathroom. Very big bathroom, very spacious, nice sink, shower and toilet. No bathtub, but I think it's fine. Very cute, very nice. Across the hall, we have the other bedroom. This is more like a creator's bedroom. It's very funky, very fun. Still going with the theme of white for the house and like monotone greys, but it's a lot more fun than the other bedroom. It's got magazines, this really cool light. I really like this light, this mirror, very nice. The Pride bed, but in black and or in grey and white. I think this is really nice. And then the last room we have is the office. The plum bob image. We have our very cutesy curves monitor, so they can stream if they want to stream themselves, record their own YouTube videos and be very cutesy. And here we have an easel because I think Randy, one of the Sims that's going to be living here, is going to be very creative. She gives me that creative vibe. And I think the outside turned out so cute. I think it turned out really nice. Not exactly what the inspo image is, but I think still pretty. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and maybe leave some comments and let me know where I could improve, because once again, I am not a good builder at this game at all. I'm terrible, actually. So this is definitely one of my better works. And again, obviously using some inspo pics from the internet. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.